I'm Marcus Coward, and this is Wake Up New Bedford, and I'm here with Jayla.
Hi.
Jayla, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, for those who know you, but especially for those who don't, help us paint a picture of who you are, and you can start with where you're from.
Okay, so I'm from New Bedford, Massachusetts, born and raised.
Okay.
I'm Jaylani, known as Jayla. I'm the owner of Jayla's Dental Cosmetics, located inside the Kilburn Mill. I do teeth whitenings and tooth gems, something different that you don't really see often in Bedford. But yeah, 23 years old, Cape Verdean. That's about it.
And so, do you come from a big family?
Yes and no.
Okay, sure.
If you want to talk about immediate family, I would say yes. I have 5 siblings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we're all separated, but
Sure.
you know, 5 siblings, big family.
Where where do you fall with
I'm
siblings?
the second oldest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, the rest are pretty young, 8, 9 years old.
Mm.
Yeah, very big separation.
Sure.
And then, of course, Cape Verdean families are huge. So
Yeah,
if you want
yeah.
to talk about my uncles and aunts, I
Exactly.
have a bunch of them. Cousin,
It'll get into the
10,000
double digits
cousins.
quick, yeah.
Exactly. So you know how it is.
And so, growing up in New Bedford, where did you go to school? Like, start with elementary.
So I went to Parker Elementary School.
Sure.
And then I left around 4th grade to go into our sister's school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went to our sister's school.
Okay.
And then from there, I went to GMBVT, Voc Tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you went to OS. I went to Nativity. So.
You did?
Yeah. Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a couple years older.
Okay, so that's probably why.
I graduated in 2013. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is
also.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
Small world.
Right? And so, what was your shop at Vogue?
I was in medical assisting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like that prepared you for what you're doing now? Is that kind of similar or not really?
In a way, when it comes to cleanliness, I feel like it did. Just because I'm dealing with people's mouths, you kind of have to be clean.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't deal with like sterilization. All my stuff are disposable to make my life easier.
Sure.
So literally everything goes into the trash. It's not reused. And cavi wipes are my best friend. I used to use that in medical assisting. It literally disinfects everything and anything. So,
Okay.
yeah, I feel like it definitely has. And of course, with customer service as well, dealing with patients, it's the same thing. It's just I'm whitening their teeth rather than, you know, doing point of care testing. Yeah.
So before you get to Vogue, let's say elementary and middle school, what's the first thing you wanted to be when you grew up? Did you have an idea?
Yeah, I wanted to be a vet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's kind of similar, just with animals.
Where did that come from?
I've just always loved animals. I still do. I think just things changed as I grew up and realized how long I'd have to be in school for that. And the fact that animals don't speak kind of like threw me off. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, how am I supposed to, I don't know. You know, I used to overthink it, but I was just like, how am I supposed to like know what's wrong with them? And on top of that too, I get very like sad with animals, especially if like I had to put one down. That's
Sure.
very touchy subject for me. So
Yeah.
I rather not get into that. Yeah.
Yeah, so once you found out more about it, you realized it was cool in theory, but
Exactly.
wasn't really the thing for you.
Exactly.
And then, so where does your interest, or how more so does your interest shift from being a vet to now doing what you do?
Did you ask like the shift of interest?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so I guess that's your shop, being a medical assistant
Yeah.
at Vogue, but then I guess how soon after that did you get into like the dental care side of it?
It actually took me some time. It took me up until 2022.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, so I actually was going to a school out in Boston, MCPHS. I got accepted there because I graduated in 2020 during the tough period, COVID. We all love that time. And yeah, I was at MCPHS, and that was kind of a fail. It was tough for me to learn online.
Yeah.
And I was also commuting to Boston every
Okay.
day. So it was a pain to just adjust to all of that.
Yeah.
And I was also focused on relationships and things that really I shouldn't have been. But we live and we learn.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But I did take a leave of absence, and I kind of felt like a failure. As you know, if you're Cape Verdean, right?
Yeah.
So Cape Verdeans, they prioritize college. They want you to
Yeah.
go to college. They want you
Yeah.
to have a bright future. Understandable. I kind of felt like a failure after that, like the way that everybody would respond to the fact that I did the leave of absence, kind of made me feel like, what the heck am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So then I just started, I don't know, something came to my mind. I was like, why don't I just start a business? I started doing research. Didn't want to do lashes. I used to love doing lashes on myself, but it's just too tedious and oversaturated.
Okay.
I like doing hair, but I don't know if I love that, and I didn't know if I want to stand for hours.
Sure.
Yeah, no. So then I came across a friend. She does teeth whitening, the Tooth Guru. She was the first one that I've seen around here that did it, and I took her page as inspiration, and then from there it was like history. I wouldn't say that I'm doing dental work. I just focus on teeth whitening and tooth gems.
Okay.
I have no dental experience.
Sure. Okay.
A lot of people think that I do. I have people message me asking like if I do root canals and stuff, and I'm just like, no, go to your dentist.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of like an iffy thing, but since it's still new and growing, a growing industry, it's still like kind of in the works of like.
So what made you want to start a business rather than find a more traditional career path?
I could not. I think I was honestly tired of working under people.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I still work like as a PCA on the side, like because I do still enjoy caring for people.
It's a PCA.
So I'm a private care assistant. So I take care of people in their homes.
Sure.
I actually just take care of one girl, so she's like my companion, I guess you could say.
Sure.
But yeah, I take care of her in her home, and I like it because it's like it's easygoing and it's the same routine every day, and you build a bond with that person. You get to know them, and you make their life a little brighter in ways that in little ways. But where was I going?
So it was about oh, why you wanted to start a business instead of like having a more traditional career path.
Yeah, so just basically I didn't really want to continue working under somebody, although I still enjoyed doing like the PCA work.
Sure.
I feel like it would have helped me feel like I was working towards something for my future and for myself rather than for somebody else.
And so was that after being a vet, which is like almost like kind of working for yourself? Maybe it's just a little bit more independent, but like, was that in the back of your mind, or once you became an adult, that's when you really realized that you wanted to work for yourself and be more independent? Or was that kind of always in the back of your mind?
I feel like it's as I got older. I feel like it wasn't always in the back of my mind, and if it was, I just did not pay any mind to it.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like as I grew up, I was just like, okay, why not do something for myself and kind of challenge myself in that aspect.
Okay.
I definitely would not see myself as a business owner when I was younger at all. So, yeah.
Is it harder than people expect to own a business, or would you say that it's easier and more people should do it?
I think you know the answer. Yes. It's harder than you expect. So I feel like it's just like it's tough when it comes to like the taxes part of it for me. Taxes, the specific certificates or like business certificates and everything that you need to have in line in order to be official. That's what I struggled with the most. But I also struggled with my identity growing my business too, because social media kind of gives you that outlook on having a business as like you have to be super successful right away.
Sure.
And you have to do this, that, and the third, and you have to look a certain way and act a certain way. It was very tough trying to find my way in the teeth whitening industry, but definitely as you go on, I feel like it does get better, but you still face the challenges as a business owner just to keep it going and having that motivation to just like, this is eventually, like this is the goal, and we're taking baby steps there, and it takes time.
So getting started with the taxes and getting your ducks in order to actually start the business, where did you learn that? Was it just online, or did you have like a mentor that you could go to?
So I had a mentor, the lady that trained me out in New York.
Okay.
She did help me out with like a lot of that, but I also have an awesome stepmom.
Okay.
She's super smart. She's an accountant. She knows a lot that I don't.
Sure.
So she really like helped me with that aspect. She does taxes. She kind of helped me get that in line. She let me know that I needed a business EIN number and all that jazz, and I was like, thank you, because without you, I don't know what I would do. But honestly, if I don't know something, I'll just like use ChatGPT.
Really?
Yeah, I'll just look it up and be like, okay, so what more do I need to be official? And it usually gives me a list of things. I've watched YouTube videos as well with people in the same industry as me, and I also follow people that are teeth whitening techs. So sometimes they spill the beans, and I'll take a tip or two.
But ChatGPT is, I haven't really used it like that, so it is helpful in the sense of filling in blanks.
Exactly. I try not to overuse it because it kind of like, you know, it makes you not use your mind as much as you should. So I try to use it when I really need it.
When you're
which
stuck.
is, exactly, mainly to fill in the blanks. And it's really helpful. It at least gives me like a starting point. So
were you scared or intimidated at all to go into teeth whitening when you had no experience with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Only because when I started, I didn't really see much teeth whitening techs in the area, so I was just like, what are like the guidelines? What does the Board of Health have to say about this? Like, am I able to do this without being in the dental field? There was a lot of questions.
Sure.
I definitely did do my research. I talked to the Board of Health. I called them like every other day because different people had different stuff to say. But like I said, since it's still a growing industry, there's still some like loopholes that they're trying to fill in. But yeah, I did my research. I talked to my mentors. I actually did advanced courses as well with other mentors, like the one out in Canada that I did a podcast with as well. And she helped fill in those blanks as well to help like ease my mind.
Sure.
Because it is iffy. You don't want to start a business that could potentially get shut down because you missed something. So.
Sure. And so I didn't see tooth whitening and tooth gems in particular up until like pretty recently, like maybe like this year or last year, but like hasn't been a thing for a while, and now it's just gotten like more popular, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So it has been around for a while.
So it has been around for a while. It actually started, I think, if I remember correctly, in the, I would say 1990s.
Sure. Okay.
If I remember correctly. But yeah, they used to like super glue the gems on their teeth and use like nail glue. Don't ever do that.
Yeah,
Everybody
definitely not.
don't do that. That's really bad. I don't agree with that. That's horrible for your teeth. But yeah, it used to be a thing back then, and then it kind of just gradually came back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so do you do more tooth whitenings or tooth gems, or they're kind of both, like 50-50?
I would say more teeth whitenings.
Yeah.
A lot of people would rather have whiter teeth than bedazzle their teeth. I wish it was the other way around. I enjoy bedazzling teeth. It's just fun for me.
Sure.
And especially like seeing that outcome after. It's just like you're bedazzled. Your smile's bedazzled. How could you not be happy? But yeah, that's more fun for me. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you talk to me a little bit about? We can start with the tooth gems.
Yeah.
Like, what are you using to put them on? How long should people expect them to stay? Like, what is the process like?
So I do use dental adhesive to adhere the gems onto your teeth. They last 4 months to a year or longer, depending on your oral care, your oral intake, everything that jazz. But yeah, it's a 3-step process, pretty easy. I etch the teeth to kind of dehydrate the surface of the tooth. Let that dry. Then I put a bond on there. Tastes like rubbing alcohol. Horrible for my patients, but I warn them. And then I use a composite, which is kind of just a glue.
Okay.
And then I use a curing light to just cure that up. Have you ever had braces?
No, actually.
No? Okay, so it's basically the same process of putting your brackets on your teeth.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so I see you have a gem.
I do.
Who put that on you?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's easy enough to do on yourself?
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, okay.
As long as I have a mirror in front of my face, I'm fine.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
pretty easy. It's not hard at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's the process like for tooth whitening?
So that's easy as well.
Okay,
It's
really?
a 3-step process. I do not apply the gel. My clients apply the gel. So this is where it gets iffy with the teeth whitening aspect of things. So since I don't have a dental background, I cannot apply the gel.
Okay.
Which is weird. But I could do tooth gems with dental products. I don't know. It's weird. But I don't apply the gel. The client basically obviously puts their retractor in, dries the surface of their tooth with a little, it's like a mint wipe. And then they go in with some vitamin E oil on their gums just to protect their gums. My gel does not burn your gums. It's not a super high grade of hydrogen peroxide, so it's never gonna burn you or cause any major discomfort or give you like super sensitive teeth. If you were to go to the dentist, you would get that. Some people have to stop midway because of how painful it is and how high grade their gels are.
Sure.
Or the percentages they are. And then after that, they apply the gel. I just like assist them by like twisting it up to make sure they have enough gel to apply, hold up a mirror for them, and then they're good to go. Put the lamp on and they're good for the next hour.
What do you mean they're good for the next hour?
So usually for your first, I have different increments of time for your whitening. So like I usually offer 30 and 45 minutes for like touch-ups. Some people like to just test it out, so they'll do like 45 minutes for their first run.
Okay.
And then I usually recommend an hour to an hour and 30 minutes for your first whitening if you've never had one or if it's been like a long while and you have bad staining habits. So yeah.
And so after that first, like if they do it for an hour and a half, then how long does the whitening last for? I guess we put it like that.
The results?
Yes.
So that varies.
Okay.
I used to have to tell people that it would last either a week to a year.
Okay.
It's such a big range because everybody has different staining habits.
Sure.
So one person can take care of their teeth. They don't smoke. They don't drink dark liquors or like drink dark teas or have
coffee.
turmeric
Yeah.
coffee. Like literally anything of that nature will stain your teeth. They don't do those things and they take care of their teeth. They go to their cleanings every 6 months and brush their teeth morning and night and floss. You know, those people will probably have better results and long-lasting results than somebody that were to indulge in those things. Yeah.
Interesting. And so if you do take care of it, then it can be up to a year?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And so how long have you been open now?
I've been open for about 3 years now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And so have you seen more new clients than recurring or more recurring than new clients?
That's a good question. I would say more new
Really?
than recurring.
Okay.
So that's one thing that I struggle with as a business owner. I feel like teeth whitening is a tough thing to get people to be consistent with. I just feel like people don't really prioritize their teeth as they would like their hair or their nails or like your haircuts. Like you wouldn't prioritize your teeth.
Or your skin routine. Maybe.
Or your skincare, exactly. So I mainly get people like when they're recurring, it's like people that are getting teeth whitenings before vacations, weddings, whatever the case may be, special events. And then I have the others that really do take care of their teeth and they come like every 3 to 6 months. And then I just have a bunch of like scattered new people.
Sure.
Just all over the place. But I appreciate everybody that comes in, you know?
Of course.
Yeah.
And so what are people most scared of when they come in to get their teeth whitened? Like are there concerns that people have or regular questions that people have that you've just gotten used to answering?
I would say sensitivity.
Okay.
A lot of people worry about that because they've had past experiences at like the dentist where like the sensitivity was really bad. They had to stop and it was a painful experience. With my products, it's not a high percentage. So you're not gonna get that pain or that discomfort and you're not gonna get that clinical feel. It's kind of just like, I would say spa feel, relaxing feel than what you would get at the dentist. So yeah, sensitivity for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's essentially like once you can answer that, then people are like, oh, okay, if it's not gonna hurt, then I'm down for it.
Yeah, exactly. And I also reassure them and let them know like I'm literally right there. I usually check in with them the first like 10 minutes and ask how things are going, how things are feeling. And of course, I always let them know like feel free, literally just call my name. I'm right there. Like I can stop it for you if anything's bothering you. But for the past 3 years, I've had nobody complain.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had like people after the whitening, they'll complain of slight sensitivity, but it's nothing painful to the point where they have to stop the whitening. Yeah.
Okay. And so I think as I brought up while we were on camera that I hadn't really seen teeth whitening and tooth gems up until recently.
Yeah.
But now I've seen like several people, even like in this area. Why do you think it's kind of like seen more popularity in the recent year or two?
I think it's because you don't see it often.
Okay.
I genuinely think that's what it is. Because that's what intrigued me when I first saw it. I was just like, I've never seen this before. Usually you see it at a dentist. So to see people do it as like, you know, their own small business, I find it pretty cool and I find it intriguing, and it's cheaper than what you're gonna pay at the dentist. So I feel like that's definitely what caused people to like get into that more, because you're bringing convenience to people without having to like break their bank for it as well.
And it's new and just interesting, you know, like people want to try something new, and if it's not too expensive, then they'll want this niche experience that, you know, maybe they haven't had before.
Yeah, exactly. And tooth gems, I mean, they're cool all around. Like, how could you not like them? Personally, I love them. So.
And so, do you plan to have more employees as you grow, or do you like to just do it by yourself?
So that's the goal. I definitely want to, like I told you earlier, I want to have my own storefront or shop or whatever you want to call it. But I don't want to just have a bunch of people doing teeth whitenings and gems. I want people that would do like facials, lashes, kind of just everything all around. So it could be like a one-stop shop for people. Makeup artists, literally could, if it's somebody's wedding, come on in, you know, get your teeth whitened, get your gems, your hair done, your makeup done.
Yeah.
Same thing for a guy. Like I would love to have a barber in there or something to make it just like all inclusive, and everybody could just come in and just literally one-stop shop for everything.
Yeah.
So.
That's a really interesting idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cover everything.
Yeah, I feel like it makes it easy. Personally, for me, I would love to go to a place that literally just has everybody and everything I need.
Sure.
Because I have like ADHD sometimes, so like to be scattered all around and just like have to book with one person and go to one place, and then it's a little frustrating.
Have you heard of that before, or would this kind of be the first of its kind?
I've heard of it before.
Really?
I haven't seen teeth whitening techs that have their storefront have multiple different things going on, so like estheticians and stuff like that in the same space. But I've seen like estheticians have a business with like a lot going on.
Sure, okay.
So, if that makes sense.
Sure, I mean, yeah, you have other stores, and so like the first shop we were talking about, that you were also doing teeth whitening while there were other people there as well, right?
Yeah.
So is that kind of what you imagine?
Something like that, just bigger.
Just bigger?
Just bigger.
Okay.
Go big or go home. Yeah.
And so now that you've been open for a few years now, how soon could you see that happening?
So, I honestly cannot answer that.
Sure, okay.
Because I'm still kind of young. I do want to graduate college. I mean, I've already graduated with my associates at BCC for general studies and health sciences, but I definitely want to continue that a little further. So it's kind of tough to pinpoint that. Right now I'm in a weird situation when it comes to like college and my business and just life in general.
Sure.
So I'm kind of at a standstill. So I really don't know how to answer that, but I would hope within at least the next 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if you were to go back to school, what would you go back for?
So I'm at a standstill.
Okay.
I did get accepted into a college for the bachelor's in nursing program. I really want to do that, but it is fairly expensive. So that's my little issue right now.
Dilemma, yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like I've always had a feel to care for people. That's just something that comes natural to me, and it makes me happy to see other people happy with what I do for them or whatever the case may be.
Sure.
So yeah, it would probably be nursing, something in that field. Yeah.
And so you continue to, you feel like you'll continue to be either a PCA or do something even deeper in the, like that medical field?
Yes, I do.
While balancing your business?
I do, but my plan is once I get to the BSN area, I definitely want to get my RN and then combine that with my business. So I could do like Botox, stuff like that, and it could be
interesting.
Yeah, so
okay.
it'll be all cohesive. It'll work together, you know? Yeah. So
whatever people want to do aesthetically, go to Jayla.
yes,
and then
exactly.
You should be able to know it.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you feel like New Bedford is a great place to grow it? Do you see there being a big enough market for it, or do you feel like you'll have to go somewhere else like Miami or New York?
So that's a good question. I think about that a lot because I feel like the demographic here is a little different. So I feel like eventually I might have to move, but I definitely want to bring something here first to see how it does and how it grows. Because I'm born and raised in New Bedford. I'd rather bring something cool like that, like an experience in New Bedford where I was raised, than bring it somewhere else.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so do you feel like the New Bedford market is saturated with teeth whitening?
No.
Okay. Because
I don't think so.
I've just seen multiple, like maybe like 3 or 4, but I don't know if that's like a lot or little, but
I don't think that's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. New Bedford's pretty big. I feel like 3 or 4 people that are doing teeth whitenings, there's enough space.
Yeah.
You know? There's enough people to go around for us, so.
And so you don't feel like you're in competition with them, or do you even communicate with the other ones?
I do. I actually do. I try not to make things competitive.
Sure.
Because things can get messy, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'd rather be in companionship with my teeth whitening techs because then we can make something bigger. Like, you really never know who you're going to meet and who you're going to interact with in the future and what you guys can bring, like, conjoined together or whatever the case may be, like, if you work with them. So, yeah, like the Tooth Guru. That's my girl. I love her.
Sure.
There's also Just Teeth. He's teeth whitening tech as well. Like, we all have talked before. So, yeah, we keep it cool.
Yeah.
We keep it cool and friendly on this side. Yeah.
And so, did you guys all get started at around the same time, or I know the Teeth Guru was doing it like a little bit before you, but do you feel like you're new to the scene, or at this point you're kind of like a vet?
I think I wouldn't say a vet. I would say I'm definitely established, though.
Sure.
I feel more established, especially since I've been at the Kilburn Mill. I feel like it really helped me, like, ground myself. I did get my business on Google, so I feel like that definitely helps a lot.
Yeah.
You get people, like, from Boston and, like, all over calling you for that, so it definitely helps.
Okay. Yeah. And so in the second episode, I definitely want to talk more about how you've gone with promoting your business and maybe some other ways you could see that evolving and different methods that businesses could also use to either start a business, grow a business, and maybe you can give some do's and don'ts on what you've learned so far in this process of the last few years.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sweet.
Cool.
So thank you everyone for watching this first part with Jayla, and in the second part we'll talk more business and her experience and maybe some do's and don'ts, and she can give some advice for everyone who wants to start one.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching, and catch us in part 2. Peace.